In the middle of the night, after Asher fell asleep holding me, I still couldn't resist getting up and heading to the study. His words, telling me he didn't love me, and the photo albums and love letters I found on his computer were enough to crush any hope I had left. But 7 years with him weren't an illusion. We had shared so many sweet moments, memories that refused to let me go. I walked over to the small safe on the desk. It felt like Pandora's box, mysterious and dangerous. Back when we used to have sex in the study, I had asked Asher a few times what he kept inside that, say, something he treasured so much. He always dodged the question, refused to give me the code, and just teased me to guess. I tried everything. My birthday, his birthday, our wedding anniversary, but none of them worked. With trembling hands, I entered Serena's birthday, and for the first time I hoped I was wrong. The safe opened, and my heart plummeted. Inside was a pair of rings engraved with AS. It stood for Asher and Serena. The design was old-fashioned, yet the rings were pristine and clearly cared for with great attention. All the strength drained from my body at that moment, leaving me hollow. It felt as though someone had carved pain directly into my heart. No matter how naive I had been, I couldn't deny the truth anymore. Asher had never loved me. The next day, I went against Asher's wishes for the first time and decided to attend the party. Asher frowned slightly but didn't stop me. Instead, he reminded me, "You can go, but Lila, you're so beautiful. You must stay by my side. If Serena tries to bully you, I'll be there to protect you." Asher acted like a loyal little dog, eager to please, but I knew he wasn't protecting me. He was afraid I'd escape his control or outshine Serena. I had no such intentions. With my stage death approaching, all I wanted was to say goodbye to the directors and screenwriters who had helped me along the way. The moment I entered, all eyes were drawn to Serena and me. Someone said, "The lead actress for Anthony's next movie will surely be Lila. She's got Asher backing her, an undeniable talent." Serena overheard this and stormed over. She snapped, "What makes you think that? That role is mine." The crowd exchanged dismissive glances. "Compared to Lila, don't you think you're out of your league? You shouldn't get too full of yourself." "Exactly. Although you're Mrs. Graham now, Lila is married into the Whitman family. It's pretty obvious who has the upper hand. Here, right, you've only won a minor film award. A little humility wouldn't hurt." Serena stomped her feet. "Just you wait. I'll make you all eat your words." She shot me a venomous glare. "And you enjoy your moment while it lasts. Let's see who ends up humiliated later." Ugh. With that, Serena strode up and shoved me hard. I lost my balance and stumbled. My knee slammed into the corner of a table. The sharp pain brought tears to my eyes. But Asher, who had sworn to protect me tonight, stood by as if nothing had happened, allowing Serena to do as she pleased. I lowered my gaze, trying to suppress the bitter ache in my chest. Just then, the lights in the hall dimmed, leaving the room in darkness. It was time to reveal the lead actress of the highly anticipated film. Let's all congratulate Serena Hayes. Special thanks to Sam Wheeler, the screenwriter whose work has grossed over $10 billion at the box office. This time, he not only waived his fee, but also invested $300 million to ensure Serena would star in his new movie. She's his one and only muse, his true inspiration. Serena ascended the stage, grabbing the microphone with a triumphant smirk. "Lila, after all these years, you still can't beat me at anything. Loser." She stood under the spotlight, surrounded by praise and admiration. I turned to look at Asher beside me. He held my hand, but his eyes glowed joyfully for Serena's victory. My heart sank. I smiled bitterly. I accidentally came across Sam's manuscript in the Whitman Villas study yesterday. The cover page read, "Dedicated to my one and only muse, Serena," from Sam Wheeler. It was Asher's love, hidden in plain sight, yet never spoken aloud. I had expected this, but seeing it unfold before my eyes still sent a wave of pain through my chest. Anthony approached me, offering a soft reassurance. "It's okay. You'll always have a place as my leading lady." I forced a weak smile and shook my head. "Thank you for your kindness, but perhaps there won't be a next time." Feigning ignorance, Asher pulled me into his arms, offering comfort. "I'll invest in a few movies for you to have fun with." "How about that?" "I also planned a surprise for you tonight at Harborfront. My love for you is far more important than some movie role." I forced a smile. Words that once felt sweet as honey now tasted like stale, cloying frosting. Still, to avoid arousing his suspicion, I swallowed my bitterness and replied, "All right." After expressing my gratitude to Anthony and other industry veterans, I excused myself, intending to leave early. Asher dismissed the driver, saying he wanted to take me for a drive instead. But just before the car started, his phone buzzed with a message. I glanced at the screen from the corner of my eye. The number was familiar. It was Serena's. His expression shifted instantly. A flicker of hesitation crossed his face as he turned to me. "Lila, something urgent just came up at work. Can you head to Harborfront on your own?" I froze, then smiled lightly. "It's fine. Go handle your business." Asher kissed my forehead before retreating back to the party. I started the car, not toward Harborfront, but back to the Whitman Villa. The rest of the night would be devoted to preparing for my staged death tomorrow. I collected every trace of my past with Asher. Online, I wiped every file and even deleted backups from the cloud. Offline, I gathered everything and planned to burn it all. Just as I was finishing, a notification popped up on my phone. It was an anonymous text. The message began with a photo of Asher, drunk, resting beside Serena. The accompanying words cut like a blade. "He has a stomach condition, yet he drank like his life depended on it to shield me. Lila, you won't blame me for that, will you? Actually, although he openly opposes the Graham family to take my projects, he compensates me 100-fold behind the scenes. You know why? Did you know that Asher has been my little shadow since we were kids? He's only ever loved me. Marrying you was just a precaution, to keep you in check. Surely you didn't actually believe someone would fall in love with you out of the blue, did you? He told me that every night he could only touch you by imagining you were me. He also said you're just Ethan's discarded second-hand woman because you didn't give him your first time, and you are disgusting. The texts kept pouring in like relentless snowflakes, but I remained unfazed. Instead, I focused on finishing what needed to be done. Once I had moved the mannequin into the bedroom and ensured the setup would burn thoroughly, I drenched the entire house in gasoline. Before leaving, I forwarded every message Serena had sent me to the most notorious tabloid team in the entertainment industry. Then, I snapped my SIM card in half and tossed it into the nearby bushes. With a press of the ignition button, flames roared to life behind me as I walked away, my silhouette fading into the distance. The road ahead was pitch black, but it didn't matter. I knew I would find daylight eventually. Meanwhile, Asher remained oblivious. He glanced down at Serena, his voice conveying unintentional reproach. Serena, why are you here? Tomorrow is my wedding anniversary with Lila. If she finds out, she'll get suspicious. Serena's eyes reddened as tears welled up. Are you blaming me? Asher was panicked, and he quickly backtracked. No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry, Serena. Serena crossed her arms and huffed softly, barely satisfied by his apology. Meanwhile, calls from the Whitman villa's butler kept interrupting, Asher repeatedly silencing them with an irritated frown. After the 10 or so attempt, unease crept in. What is it? Asher snapped, finally picking up. The butler said frantically, Mr. Whitman. Mrs. Whitman set fire to the house and took her own life. We tried our best to put out the flames, but it was too late. There's nothing left to save.